Okay folks, welcome to season 6 of This Real Fisherman. Today I'm down, I actually did quite a bit of hiking, probably 3 or 4 miles worth of hiking through this state park, which on the state park it has about a dozen small, well really not small, some of them are up to 15 acres, lakes on them, and I just scouting around to see what fishing opportunities I can find from the bank. And one of the species that I've had trouble getting in this episode are bullhead. And the reason for that is for some reason in this area there's bullhead have just disappeared, and I have no idea. Years ago they used to catch really nice bullhead all over the place in this area, this little section in northwestern Illinois, and now, except in private ponds and that sort of thing, bullhead have disappeared, and obviously for some environmental reason. But anyhow, there's a small shallow little lake back here that everybody ignores, and because it's so shallow. But I was just back here and I caught 4 or 5 little teeny bullhead. So I'm going to take the camera back there and see if we can get some bullhead. And you know, I'm trying to catch all the species in this area. I've been doing this now. This is I'm working on season 6, and I still haven't got a bullhead episode. So that's my goal. And the reason I'm putting these boots on is, and I don't like to fish down here from the bank a lot, because you got to hike through a lot of brush and stuff, and there's a lot of places loaded with ticks. Well, now it's the middle of November, and I'm sure the ticks are still around. I haven't picked up any that I can see as of yet, but it's the ones you can't see. So anyhow, I put my boots on to kind of mask foot odor and the carbon smell that attracts ticks. And I'm going to stay on there's a little path. I don't know if it's a trail path or a walking path, but anyhow, whatever it is, I'm going to kind of stay close to that, and I should be okay. So we're going to work back through here. There's also, gee, this thing is just loaded with huge carp. So I don't know. Actually, when I caught the bullhead, I was casting out into a bunch of carp, and that's when I started catching bullhead. So we'll see if there's any big bullhead in here, okay? Either way, at least I'll have a bullhead episode where I can actually show you bullhead, even though it's 3 inches long. So anyhow, I'm going to shut up for now. I've got all I'm going to be using. I need to take is night crawlers and leaf worms or whatever, and just on a very small little, and as you know me, you can call me Mr. Ice Jig, but the idea is the water that I was catching these fish on is probably not even 6 inches deep. So very light bait that just kind of lightly sits on the mud bottom to make it easy for them to find and pick up. And we're going to go back here. Probably now I won't catch a thing. That's the way it works. But we're going to give it a shot. Alright. Middle of November and it's 70 some degrees out right now. Unbelievable. We're going for a record stretch here in 2020. Whoops, I gotta quit talking and get busy here. But anyway, 2020, we're on about our 4th consecutive day of temperatures in the 70s, and there's at least 2 or 3 more days. So we're going to have a record that goes clear back to the turn of the century of straight 70-degree days in November. So that's why I'm out here in summer clothing. So I'm going to shut up and let's go fishing. Alright, here we go. Let's see if we can get some of these giant fish. Alright, well there's one of them right there. And that's about the size I'm currently catching. I'm hoping that maybe, and that looks like a brown bullhead to me. I'm not sure I'm perfect on well, I can't even hold him good enough so I can show him, show you what size it is. He's so small. Comes another one. Boy, if I was looking for flathead bait, this would be perfect. Perfect size for flathead bait. Unfortunately, that's not what I'm. Didn't take very long. There must be a million of them out there. Comes another one. About that same size. Now I don't know. That might be a yellow belly. I'll have to take a good picture here and look these up to get positive ID, but looks like I'm catching a mixture of brown and yellow belly bullhead. If so, that's two species. Okay, here comes another one. It's like chub fishing. There it is. That one was pretty aggressive. Now it's a little bit bigger. They're getting a little bit bigger. Boy, a hand on them little suckers with them sharp spines. Well, this is starting to get old now. I had one that looked like it was a 10 or 12 inch on there. He hit it and got off. I hope that's not the only one of them I hook. There's 12 lakes on this park. They're strip mine pits, so most of them are so steep you can't fish them from the shore, but only in a few places. So I'm going to continue checking out those few places, and we'll go from here and see where we are. Okay, folks, I had the camera off. I took a break. I went in and I got a Pepsi and some water, and come back, and I was walking along Goose Lake here, which is another one of these lakes, and much to my surprise, before I even got the camera going, I want you to check the size of this crappie out. If I get the hook out. I'll have to get the pliers. Talk about unexpected. That's what this was, unexpected. There we go. Okay, there it is. And that is a fine crappie. That's, I don't know, that's it's a good sized guy. It's probably 13, 14 inch crappie right there. And I was lucky to get him up the bank. So I don't know if there's any more of them out there. I have to let this guy go somewhere.